morning, Lisa here. This is Lisa 6 and 3, and here is God's strength for you this day. Our scripture reading is coming from 2 Samuel. Oh yeah, we still in Samuel. Chapter 4, verses 10 through 11. 10 and 11. When someone told me saying, "Look, Saul is dead," thinking to have brought me good news, I arrested him and had him executed in Ziklag, the one who thought I would give him a reward for his news. How much more when wicked men have killed a righteous person in his own house on his bed? Therefore shall I not now require his blood at your hand and remove you from the earth? So David commanded his young men, and they executed them, cut off their hands and feet, and hung them by the pool of Hebron. But they took the head of Ashibasheth and buried it in the tomb of Abner in Hebron. Now, last week we talked about how Abner was killed by Joab's men. And then the young man who brought news to David about Abner being killed, David had him killed. And here we are again, another situation where some of Saul's people who knew that Saul was after David goes and tell David, "Yo, David, we killed the son of the man that didn't like you, that was trying to take your head." But what did David do? David said, "Do you not think I'm going to do the same thing to you that I did to the last person that brought me news? Thinking it was going to be a good thing, but it was not a good thing." Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all really think, and you may have your opinion, that Mr. Donald Trump really wanted those people to go in there and kill the vice president and kill Nancy Pelosi and Mr. Schumer? Do you really think that's what he wanted them to do? But they got so caught up in his fight and his emotions that they took on the task themselves and made that become their fight when it wasn't their fight. It was Trump's fight, not their fight. Now their lives are ruined, but this man's life is still going on. This is what happens when you get more involved in what's going on in my life than what's going on in your life. More involved than how it affects me. It affects you more than how it affects me. Today's lesson. I don't care how many times people come and tell you stuff about other people, or you know something about somebody. Look, don't get so deeply involved in other people's lives that you lose your life and they keep living. This is the thing we've been talking about with David. David was a man of honor. Now I can see why he was a man after God's own heart. When people did bad things to good people or to people that were righteous, he stood up for what was right. And those that did the bad things had to pay a price. Today's lesson, mind your business. Again, mind your business. Don't let my problem become more of a burden for you than it is for me. This has been Lisa with Lisa 6 and 3. Share that word today, because somebody might be trying to go after somebody after what happened this weekend. Y'all know stuff happens on weekends. It's not your battle to fight. Again, it's God's battle. Now, y'all go make it a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the morning. Be blessed.